Chakshurunmritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our Iskcon official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss fourth chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, fifth canto, in which characteristics of Rishabhdev are described. So in first three verses, the qualities of Lord Rishabhdev are described. Unlimited qualities are there. So in verse 2 it is stated that when the son of Maharaj Nabhi became visible, he evinced all good qualities described by the great poets, namely a well-built body with all the symptoms of the Godhead, prowess, strength, beauty, name, fame, influence and enthusiasm. When the father Maharaj Nabhi saw all these qualities, he thought his son to be the best of human beings or the supreme being. Therefore he gave him the name Rishabha. So, in 4 to 7, these four verses describe Nabhi's Vatsala Rasa and renunciation. In 5 verse 5 it is stated, King Nabhi understood that his son Rishabhdev was very popular among the citizens and among government officers and ministers. Understanding the popularity of his son, Maharaj Nabhi enthroned him as the emperor of the world to give protection to the general populace in terms of the Vedic religious systems. To do this, he entrusted him into the hands of learned Brahmanas who would guide him in administering the government. Then Maharaj Nabhi and his wife Meru Devi went to Badrikashram in the Himalaya mountains, where the king engaged himself very expertly in austerities and penances with great jubilation. In full samadhi, he worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, who is Krishna in his plenary expansion. By doing so, in course of time, Maharaj Nabhi was elevated to the spiritual world, known as Vaikuntha. All of our destination is like that, but we are not pursuing our goal. Most of them. In 8 to 13, these 6 verses describe Rishabhdeva's sons. The son of Maharaj Nabhi begot 100 sons, and during the reign of those sons, the world was very happy in all respects. When Rishabhdeva appeared as the son of Maharaj Nabhi, he was appreciated by the people as the most exalted and beautiful personality of that age. His poise, influence, strength, enthusiasm, body luster, and other transcendental qualities were beyond compare. His influence was incomparable. Although there was a scarcity of rain, Rishabhdev didn't care for Indra, the king of heaven, who is in charge of supplying rain. Indra had envy of this person, Rishabhdev, so he stopped rain. So though his through his own potency, Rishabhdev sumptuously covered Ajanava with ample rain. This world at that time was not known as Bharat varsa. Of course, we will describe later the geography. This is Vedic geography. The whole world. We cannot say, we don't think that the whole world is the present day world, Asia, Europe, America. No, it is Bhumandala. It is beyond that. We cannot comprehend this. We'll explain at that time. So, although this Bharat Varsa, previously it was known as Ajana Varsa, although there was scarcity of rain, Rishabhdev didn't care for Indra, so through his own potency, Rishabhdev sumptuously covered Ajana Varsa with ample rain. To follow social customs, Lord Rishabhdev for a while became a student in the Gurukula. He is the spiritual master of all, but till then he takes a spiritual master to teach us. That one should take a spiritual master to know, to gather all these informations. And after returning, he followed the orders of his guru and accepted a wife named Jayanti. She is the daughter of Indra, who had been given to him by the king of heaven, Indra. He begot 100 sons in the home of Jayanti, and her brother is Jayanta. He committed an offense at the lotus feet of Mother Sita. That is stated in Ramayana. In verse 10, it is stated, of these 100 sons, the eldest was known as Bharata. from in whose name this varsa, this world is known as Bharat varsa. Since the reign of Maharaj Bharata, this planet has been called Bharat varsa. Rishabdev's other sons were headed by Kusavarta, Ilavarta, Brahmavarta, Malaya, Ketu, Bhadrasena, Indrasprik, Vidarbha, and Kikat. These are very important. These are the 9 islands of this Jambudvipa. In their name, this name is given. So most important. So, in verse 11 it stated, Kabir Habi Antarikya Prabudha Pipalayana Abhihotra Tadrumilas Chamasa Karavhadana. These are famous 9 sons of Lord Rishabdev. They are Navajogendra. There are also other sons named Kabi, Habi, Antarikya, Prabudha, Pipalayana, Abhihotra, Drumila, Chamasa and Karavhajana. Instead of ruling the kingdom, these 9 became mendicant preachers of Krishna consciousness, following the religious precepts of the Bhagavatam. Their characteristics and activities are described in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam during the talks between Vasudeva and Narada at Kurukshetra. We have already described it in the 11th canto, first 5 chapters, from 2 to 5. Then verse 14 it is stated, being an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Rishabdev was fully independent because his form was spiritual, eternal and full of transcendental bliss. He eternally had nothing to do with the 4 principles of material misery, birth, death, old age and disease, nor was he materially attached. He was always equiposed and he saw everyone on the same level. He was unhappy to see others unhappy and he was the well-wisher of all living entities. Although he was a perfect personality, the Supreme Lord and controller of all, he nevertheless acted as if he were an ordinary conditioned soul. Therefore, he strictly followed the principles of Varnashrama Dharma and had acted accordingly. In due course of time, the principles of Varnashrama Dharma had become neglected. Therefore, through his personal characteristics and behavior, he taught the ignorant public how to perform duties within the Varnashrama Dharma. In this way, he regulated the general population in household life, enabling them to develop religion and economic well-being and to attain reputations, sons and daughters, material pleasure, and finally eternal life. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Bhakti. By his instructions, he showed how people could remain householders and at the same time become perfect by following the principles of Varnashrama Dharma. So, once while touring the world, Lord Rishabdev, the Supreme Lord, reached a place known as Brahmavarta. There was a great conference of learned Brahmanas at that place, and all the king's sons attentively heard the instructions of the Brahmanas there. This is the present day Kanpur, where Dhruva was ruling. At that assembly, within the hearing of the citizens, Rishabdev instructed his sons, although they were already very well behaved, devoted and qualified, he instructed them so that in the future they could rule the world very perfectly. Thus he spoke as follows, which we will discuss in next chapter, that 5th chapter. In the purport, Prabhupada Maharaj says, the instructions of Lord Rishabdev to his sons are very valuable if one wants to live peacefully within the world which is full of miseries. In the next chapter, Lord Rishabdev gives his sons these valuable instructions. This is Brahmavarta. This is near Kanpur and side of Ganga, river Ganga. The Brahmanas were discussing about the Vedic literature, and Lord Rishabdev went there along with his sons, 100 sons. Eldest one is Bharat, and Lord Rishabdev gave instructions which we will hear in the next chapter, very famous chapter, 5th canto, 5th chapter. So we'll discuss next chapter. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.